and Resident Evil Village today, so I'm excited to get both of those in. Give me one sec, I just need to send this link to somebody because they wanted to watch. Got it. Alright guys, one sec. I am new to this. I've watched Jacksepticeye play it in the past, but yeah, let's fucking do it. Hopefully the stream will do good tonight. Hoping so. Had a lot of fun with the last couple ones, so hoping to keep it up. Sorry, I'm just trying to get some stuff posted for this. Nope.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
Yo guys, how's it going?
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Alright, post that to my
this
story.
This is what employee 427 did
Alright.
every day, every month.
That's me. I'm Stanley. Also, this is the deluxe edition, so hell's yeah. We got a whole lot of shit to deal with.
As though he had been made exactly.
Yo, how's it going? It's Helena, right? That's how I say it. So make sure I'm saying it right. Helena.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
I don't like
Something that would
mispronouncing
forever
people's
change
names.
Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, whoo. One sec, I want to adjust the sensitivity. It is a bit slow. There we go. Let's put it to a 7. See how that feels. Oh my god, is that a 7? One sec, guys. Alright. Sorry about that. I am back. Alright, how are we looking? Yeah, it's gonna have to do, I guess. Can I, like, do anything in here? This is my mom's old phone. I don't know how to check. Oh, okay. No worries. Is there anything you want to go by? If I can remember it, I'll try to remember it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Can I
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Number 1, Dad. I'm going to be looking at a lot of random stuff throughout this. Sorry,
no
jump
matter
button.
how hard Stanley looked,
Daniel. Alright, sounds good. How's it go, Daniel? How's your day been? Whew. Ha 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 ha. I'm on the desk. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, where am I?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Yo.
He then praised the game for its insightful and
good
commentary
what you been up
into
to?
the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No, it's kind of funny.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
No, it's a very funny game.
Do you think it would have been particularly different?
Don't worry.
Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones.
I wonder if it's the
Though
exact
other
same
option
thing for the
is
other
really
one.
miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options
It's
so
totally
much
the
that
exact
I'm
same
going to
as the other
stop
one, I
talking
bet.
and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Alright, so I guess you hit yes. Oh, there's no... That's cool. Alright. Begin the game again. That was awesome. That's funny. I like that. I wonder if you get a trophy for just like sitting there for a certain amount of time. I haven't even looked at the trophies for this game. I might trophy hunt later. It'd be kind of fun to do, but I think for now I'm just gonna kind of go through and do a bunch of random shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, Daniel, just so you know, so this is a funny game. Basically, you start in this office every single time, and there's like hundreds of different endings to the game, and you can like go through and experience all of them. And then there's like a narrator. I turned off the computer. Oh. Do I go up on this? Okay. Now you're gonna question it. Ha 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 ha. Can any of these open? No. Alright. On we go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It is summer. Summer is nice. Alright, so he wants me to go left. I kind of want to see what's right, though.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire.
I haven't seen anything for the new one, so I have no idea what could be going on. Ooh, what's back there?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been
done
worth
for.
the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in. I'm trying to think if there's like any like cool secret shit around here.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the
I'm
room.
really taking it in, narrator.
Room so
Just let me
utterly
chill.
captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these, but eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first
fuck, I can't
open
go
door
back.
on his left.
Boop. First open door on my left. Oh, that's over here. But there's one in front of me too. Wait, where do these go? Creepy hallway or fun workspace?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion. Penalty should use cargo 1,000. Okay, he said I am bad, so...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I think if I land on the boxes, I'll survive.
Really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh shit, is it gonna restart? Or do I get like a new place to go to? Oh shit, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
I
meeting
like
room.
work.
Perhaps he had simply
I
missed
just
a
hate
memo.
my boss, bro. Can I turn it back on? No. Oh. Input received. So that computer changes each time, which is kind of weird. I want to know how to get into these places. If you guys have any idea how some of this stuff works, let me know. Because I would totally be down to, like, go see some cool shit. Alright, let's go left this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Dude, MW2 campaign, definitely worth completing. Just saying. Keep pushing through it. Oh. Alright, what do we got?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
Well,
a wave
shucks.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Get on the table. Get on. Oh, I did it. Ha ha ha. King of the meeting room. Y'all will bow down. Today's memo. We're burning the company down for equities and slander. I don't know what. I mean, I know what some of that means, but I don't know what the fuck equities are. What does some of this say? Monday, week targets, and then marketing Mondays. Are any of these funny? Mergers. God, it's so intense. Targets. Push for funding for R+D. New coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to... Okay. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper guy who moved my desk. Please keep the targets off topic. Oh, this is actually really fucking good. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Okay. I think there's a really funny pie chart one, isn't there? I can't remember. We'll figure it out later. Oh, Chris is in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Can I take anything? What happens if I stay in here for a little bit?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Alright, we'll see one more narrator line. We'll see what happens. Stanley likes to be...
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh shit, I love this fucking narrator. I bet making this game was a fucking blast.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
God. Oh, I'm trying to find Chris. Apparently he's stuck in here. Alright.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance.
This makes me think that there's something cool going on in here now.
I never would have thought to mention it.
I'm waiting. I think there's something good coming, guys. I really believe it. Either that or it's like a mega setup.
You, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
What the fuck? Is it actually gonna restart me?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the fuck?
Well, I've come to a very
concerning.
definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Far Cry is so good.
And insightful
He really
commentary
be
of this
mad.
game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Or downstairs.
What?
Tell him it's probably under the TV over here. Oh man, there you go. Is he still gonna keep going? Like, is he done? I could see him being done. I kind of want to see if there's something else outside now, but like, I'm waiting. I'm hopeful. Hopeful. Give it 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
That's so fucking good.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh. What's downstairs though? Oh, this is scary. Oh fuck, I don't want to go down here. That was, yeah, she just came in real quick. My dad was wondering if I had a movie, but I think it's somewhere else, so I told him to go check it out.
But Stanley just couldn't do
Why
it.
the fuck is there
He
a car
considered the
down
possibility
here?
of facing his
No.
boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be
fucking
fired for that.
hate this ending.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And when he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
I'm tripping. Goddamn.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
No, you're fucked.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley.
How calmly
I
he
have a boss.
said
I have an
that.
office. I am real.
Stanley
Please,
began
just
to
someone
scream.
tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What the fuck, bro? So far, the broom closet ending is my favorite.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, what the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Yes, Stanley got fucked. Stanley really committed the big dead.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Get fucked. Where's the input one? Yo, what is an... Whoa. Interesting. No input one this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go up to the boss's office this time. No. Okay, sounds good.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Space between the teenagers. Throw something in the idea bin. 10 no more wins. 2 renaming of the ideas. 3 fixing me. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. Agreed, we do need more water coolers. Right, up the
Coming
stairs
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Goddamn. Dude living in luxury. Oh. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I like how he's not narrating anything about being in here. Interesting. It's a very dirty mirror. Can I get up onto the toilet somehow? Come on. No, you want to. Fine. Oh, what the fuck? Weird. Did not open all the way. I don't like how it closed though, it's creepy. Oh! Oh, whoa, it's counting up. Huh. Interesting. The fuck? What the hell? Business strategy. Ah, yes. Minecraft Mojang Death Panda noises be like. Graphs, indoor. Oh, they could literally just make a Time magazine. That's funny. Oh, buttons. Ding dong. Oh, cool. I want to go down the elevator. Wonder where this goes. Hey. Hells yeah, we vibing. It's going really far down. Oh. Yeah, I'm grooving. I really don't like the, you know. This is going really far down. What the fuck? Oh. 15 years later, yeah. Am I just back in the fucking... Okay. What happens if I go up? I wonder if it just does nothing. Alright, I just need to test something now. So when I do that, it should stop it, and I'm gonna be in the same area, right? Okay, but what happens if I press up, and then I press down? Does it do anything? Weird, okay. Guess we'll keep going. Just really hoping for something cool.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, I guess we're about to find out. Wait, what happens if I do like...
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I just want to try random things. Wait. 6, 9, 6, 9. I know it's 2845. I just want to see if anything happens.
2845.
Let's do like a 9, 7, 3. See if there's any secret codes. Is he gonna do anything?
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in.
Uh-oh.
And the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, what did he do?
What if I go back and do it again? 2, 8, 4. Fuck. 2, 8, 4, 5. Yeah, I did it. Weird. Okay. Creepy, but yeah. Existing. I hit the up button, but okay. Interesting. I know I've seen this ending before, I think. I mean, if I do it the correct way. But, yo. I think it's like the actual way we were supposed to go.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, what the fuck?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I mean, I could, fuck. Alright, we'll follow the narrator. Big bulb.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh. It was really far down. Oh, they made it so you can't walk on top of that box. They knew what we were gonna do. Big button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I don't remember our number.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
What the fuck? The TV up there was really weird.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Should I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 around here? Oh. 1. Oh, more doors. Mordor. That's 3, 5. Oh, 2. So okay, so. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. 0, 1, 4, 2, 0, 0, 1. Is there a 0 button around here? Okay, one sec. I do want to try and figure this out. 0, 5, 2, 1. So there's 0, 1, 4, 2. There's a button up there, though. They all start with 0, so I think I fucked up. So I feel like 0's up there. And that's connected to that. Alright, we might have to come back then. It's intriguing me. Yeah, we'll come back. I think I messed up. I'm pretty sure 0's up there or something. Either that or that's 4. So, yeah. Alright. Cool.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this
Get the fuck out of here. So I think that's the way that's supposed to go, technically.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
God, I don't like
longer would
walking in the
anyone
dark
tell
like
him
that.
where to
It's
go,
creepy.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What if I, like, didn't? I'll do it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hells yeah. Stanley's a happy boy. I'm a happy boy. That's how we living. Man, I want a fucking pork chop right now. I'm so hungry. Should have gotten Taco Bell or sushi while I had the chance. Hey, it's got a fucking gold trophy for beating the game. You get a gold trophy for getting your first trophy. That's funny. Alright. Yeah, let's go somewhere again. Wait, 427? Yeah.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What is this ending? Okay. I need to find the input computer. Good luck following me now, bitch.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I need a smoke break. Give me my ciggies.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, yeah. You know what? We'll go through that. Hold up. Alright, those aren't doing anything. What's over here?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But big red button. Gotta find out. Oh, this is terrifying. Where's it taking me? Man, I hope I don't go back down to that fucking basement with the car. I didn't like that room.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
But these doors... Oh. I can't even try that door, that's weird. Alright, yeah. Can't click on that either.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, what the fuck? Creepy. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to...
I'm seeing nothing.
Oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
That's good. Man, should I get Taco Bell later? That sounds so fucking good right now. Pencil sharpener. Oh, I can't walk on the chair.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yo, hells yeah, I love Taco Bell. Love me a good Baja Blast. Is it really not? Oh, I can't walk on this chair. I wanna go back down here because we were talking about it earlier. You know, fine. Haha, I was downloading something. Alright, I gotta find the input computers. I feel like the music's different. I could be wrong though. I don't know why, but I just like turning out the computers every time. Oh, it's locked. Okay, yeah. Definitely not gonna work. I want to try the paintings. I feel like one of the paintings will just like fall off and there'll be something cool behind it. But hell if I know. Oh.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Oh!
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
How could I get up here? I wanna go through this one though. Alright. What's over here? Ooh, this turns right. Oh, some backroom shit. Oh, this was a mistake. Oh.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Oh, no.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay,
Everyone
let's give
knows
it a
what you
shot.
did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. That was such an awesome sign. Oh, that was good. Oh, I like that sign.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so this still hasn't fully restarted technically. Because I think in order for me to not be able to do another one, it's usually you can walk on that. So I think technically I'm still in the same one. But, yeah. Now there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, 420. Do any of these open? Oh,
aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh no.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the fuck is happening? Oh. Oh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh, yay.
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
God, the fucking narrator is god tier. Oh, there we go.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Others are making weird noises compared to usual.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Okay.
Onward, Stanley,
This way.
to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Oh,
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Right
whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, this is some adventure music? What is happening? Reminds me of Willy Wonka. Okay. This music is so loud. Really do be lightening the mood though. Oh, that's creepy. What is happening?
Cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern.
Go back on that.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Alright guys, don't forget.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. So it comes out, it's got like a little hole right there. Try to remember important features, guys. Okay. Oh.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Why'd he cut off? What's over here? Oh, no.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
What was that
after
sound?
everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Alright, sounds good. See you in a bit, Daniel. Bro, what is happening?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
The adventure
We're
line
intelligent
trademark.
people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley,
Oh,
I'm ready
pink
for
elephant. I want a pink elephant.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. It's fucking destroying everything in its path.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Sweet. Oh no.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
For 17 minutes.
Confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Monitor room, nader,
and we're supposed to restart the game eight times?
It's a long time
really
Stanley dies.
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what?
Identical.
Am I just supposed to forget?
Office
well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Oh.
So, okay.
Oh, sure.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Attempt to make a story here.
Well, in the meantime...
Simply put. What the fuck? Alright, are we still doing this one? I want to see someone speedrun this game. It'd be funny as fuck. I have no idea if we're still in this
All
ending.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Right where we started.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
I wonder if you do it a third time,
he
and
then
it gets
praised
pissed
the
at
game
you.
for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now.
Yo,
what
how's
do
it
you
going?
think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Alright, let's say yes this
Well,
time.
I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Oh no.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
It rhymes. Yeah. So you're gonna repeat it. Oh my god. Bruh. Alright, fine, we'll restart. He got me.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
That's not how it's supposed to go. Isn't it supposed to be like all his coworkers are gone? What? I'm confused now. That doesn't... Something's not right. Then again, maybe just because it's been so weird. Oh man, I don't know what's happening. Right? It didn't start correctly, did it?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hold up, what happens if we go this way? I want to try something.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Talk
Feeling a
us.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh my god. Alright, fine. I'll come back a third time. Oh, that makes me happy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You know, you'd think there'd be something for being in the bathroom. Weird. Oh! Cool. This is still just an elevator. Yeah. Maybe we'll do something later. Guess we'll do
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Be cool if there's
But of
like...
course, Stanley couldn't
book I can
possibly have
pull?
known this.
Are there any like weird books that stand out?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 28. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Yeah.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Ooh, this is creepy. Alright, so this goes down. We've been down here. I want to see if we can get the fucking weird, like, numbers that were on the wall. I just gotta make sure I don't go past it this time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright, I want to figure out this one thing. Yeah, I get it. Mind control.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
There's got to be a number
Did he have
0
the
in there, because I
strength
only
to
found, what,
find out?
1, 2, 3, and 5. I didn't find 4 or 0. But there's still one button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Very much, yes. Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
1, 2... Damn, where are these buttons at? Yo, what the fuck is this? That was creepy. One, two, three. One sec. Be right back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then 5. So is that 4 up there? If so, how do I get up there? Weird. I have no idea.
And when at last he found the sword... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
What is this?
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
I have no idea if I'm doing this right or not.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious
So
additional
confused.
seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Was that
Oh,
door
dear me,
open?
what's the matter,
Did I open
Stanley?
the door?
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
So
it's
confused.
a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say,
Goddamn, what is happening? It's like that one meme where it's just like the random explosion. What the fuck? That was wild. Alright. Intriguing. We're back. Oh. Oh! Okay. I did it. I've input everything. Oh. That's very white. Oh. What the fuck? Buttons. I'm turn off all the green ones. What happens if I just turn all the buttons off? What's gonna happen? Oh hell no. Is it just saying buttons? Bro, what the fuck is happening? Hold up, are they turning back on? No, they're not. Are they turning back on? Fuck, I can't tell. I vibe with this fucking button song though. There are really that many buttons? I'm so confused. Okay, they're totally turning back on. Yeah. Alright. Nope. So I'm going nowhere with that. I don't think. Okay. I'm not gonna press that again.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Yo, what the fuck? He's saying different stuff every time now whenever it restarts. No, I'm gonna go to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, it's too good. So I clicked for a bit. Nothing. That's fucking funny.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
I'll
office.
go through the escape thing. I want to do the button. Anything new in here? No. Nothing new. Alrighty.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random
trying to think of some of the
that
codes that
no
were
man
like down
could
in the
ever
basement
hope to
area.
guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever.
Yeah, I did
Yet
it.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Down we go. Alright, there's the thing that says escape, so I'm gonna go through that this time. I'm ready for bed.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
Escape
that
time.
read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh shit, okay.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm tempted to go through it and then just go right back in.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yo. Oh. Oh shit. Okay. Oh. Okay.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Well, I'm dead. What?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, God, that terrified me. Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Where the hell am I?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Damn. Filing cabinets. Nature paintings. Stanley's computer. Hey, I know that. I have one of those. Uh-huh. Get fucked. Button sounds. Select sounds used throughout the game. This is such a cool way to do credits. Screens from the oh, that's cool. Nice. All right. Office clock. Freedom ending. Nice. Oh, what the fuck? How do I get down there? Oh, through there. The lounge. Underground.
Stood on the snow.
Hosted and record dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times. Holy shit, over 2 years? Damn, these clips are from early takes. Damn, okay. Oh, starts right after I leave. Damn, this is fucking cool. Countdown does.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh shit.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Damn. Maybe another time. You know, if I play this game on stream again, I'll do this ending again. And that's how the stream will end. Oh shit. What the fuck just happened? Did what did the did the stream crash or something? What? Hold on. What the fuck? No, it's still going. It's still good. What the fuck, bro? That was wild. Holy shit. Okay. We're back.
The meeting room, yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
I'm trying to think of like where I can go now. We'll do a couple more, like one or two more endings. I'll probably head off for the night and go play some Siege with my buddies. Oh, new content. I like new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Off we go.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Is there a button?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Where are we going?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yeah, I can jump now. Hells yeah, this is what I came to play. Oh. Oh. No more jumps.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else.
Oh
right?
yay, back to the elevator.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Creepy. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fanbase rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, okay. You did it for me. Sounds good. Alright, one more ending, and then we'll come back and we'll do another stream in a couple days for Stanley Parable. It's like I should be finishing Battlefield Hardline maybe tomorrow night, if not Saturday morning. Probably Saturday morning, so dude can try. Whoa, what the fuck? I hate Mondays. Interesting.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's not creepy. Really just trusting this dude.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
My first card, they're really Stanley Parable. What the fuck? What if that's like actually a copy of the first dollar they got? Go outside, don't. Oh yeah, don't play for 5 years. Is it possible to get this achievement? Oh, that's awesome. Deals tough choices.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "We're so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
An hour of new elevator content. Does that mean if I go in that one elevator in the boss's office for an hour, something will happen? That's cool.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Perfect texture.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Bro. Can I... Am I not able to get through there?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh, dear.
Damn.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable is... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245, that the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Yeah, manifesto.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap
I just want
a
to see where this
treatise
is
label
going.
on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise,
Does he say differently at any
manifesto.
point?
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
I think he's gonna choose
Treatise, manifesto.
manifesto.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Oh my god.
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise, manifesto.
I want to skip. I'm going to
Treatise,
skip. I think I'm going to do it.
manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. From the ashes of depravity
What the
rises
fuck?
the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Oh.
That last one was, well,
Door's gone.
I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Ram. I wonder how long it's gonna make me wait. It's the real question. So, how's it going? So we're just kind of stuck here for a while. No, I don't like how that's on B with that. Fuck, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna press the skip button? I could do it. I could do it. What if he, like, comes back really soon? Fuck. Do the 5 second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking, and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Happening?
Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. That if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it,
all this
Stanley.
philosophy.
I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding
Now I feel bad for
quietness.
pressing the button.
I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness.
I don't want to press
Come,
it.
let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Okay. It'd be cool if they did another Stanley Parable where you can, like, use your mic to talk to the narrator. Be kind of cool. Still a long moment of silence. Bruh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat
Holy
down in
shit.
one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without...
I'm hungry and tired. I'm sorry, narrator. Oh shit. Oh fuck, is the narrator dead? Oh fuck, I killed him. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Sounds like a train. How did this fall down? God, that's really annoying.
But they didn't understand the game
What the
was
fuck?
never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in...
Water dripping. That's new. Uh-oh. This place is gonna be fucking flooded next time I skip.
The end is never the end, 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 is never...
What the fuck? The water just stopped dripping? Oh no. Still coming down. I'm waiting for this place to just be fucking flooded. Oh, holy shit. Freedom? Bruh. Okay, I guess hopefully we're hoping by the next one that wall is down. What the fuck is happening? Oh shit. No. This is fucking terrifying. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? This is one hell of a fucking ending. Oh. Holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. Is it just gonna go back to normal? Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
New content. Alright guys, we're gonna end it there. Thank you if you stuck around. I'm sure I'll be doing another stream tomorrow night and definitely a couple on Saturday. If you guys stuck around this long, make sure to subscribe and see you guys all later. Box out.